Welcome back to the Titanium Hangar. This is Mike, and I'm coming at you with the weekly news in review for July 20th, 2025, and begun the Computron Wars have. There are 3 in the works, one's Legends. We're going to be getting into that. We're going to talk a little bit about some Transformers news this week. I mean, this week is light compared to last week, but there are some interesting tidbits, some information, updates, interesting stuff, pre-orders. Street Fighter is solid, and I'm going to be reviewing a Street Fighter figure Vega pretty soon. Got it in my hands from the Gundam It, probably one before anywhere else that I see. I don't know if anyone else has gotten that figure yet, but this is not Jada, though. Storm Collectibles. This isn't even Storm Arena. This is $109. We'll be talking about that. Then I might not get back to this, but this is going to be a nacelle Sdcc exclusive $100 figure. You know, the $8 biker mice. Oh man, I really got to get to talking about this because I got a lot to say about the biker mice stuff, and I think for people that watch my channel, I'm here for you, bros. All 4 of you that like biker mice. And then getting into some MOTU stuff, and you know, they're great, but late. And then we're gonna get into I'm going to recap a few of the things I talked about this past week. I mean, it's really fun making these videos, like small tidbit news videos, because there's so much hitting this week that during my news I can just refer back to my video and give any updates that have happened since then, you know, little side things. And then there's so much stuff hitting from every direction, every corner, except a galaxy far, far away. We'll talk about this some more coming up. First off, what's new at Shozi Store? And I gotta say, making the news is a lot of work. It takes a lot of time, but it's fun. It's like I've been sitting on this stuff I want to talk about for 5 days. And now it's time to talk about this. This is the G2 Repaint DX9 Sideswipe. I've got this sucker pre-ordered. I am in on this. Probably gonna be about 75 to 80 bucks, which is fine. And I like the first one. I'm not buying the other one, that's slight recolor to more tune of the red one, but I am in on this. And see, and this is the thing, they've repainted this thing. This will be the 3rd, if not 4th repaint. I don't know, 3rd, 4th repaint. First one, then got a reissue and all that kind of stuff. But $1 down, it shows you. Remember, TH, support your viewer. I do want to point out all of this good stuff at Shozi Store for DX9. This will be the week of DX9. Look at all the stuff that you can get right now. If you want to get a DX9 Kukinski, G2 Capone. I mean, we're building the Minosaur in G2. If you want to go that route, they are doing the G2 recolors if you're interested in that. I might bite. I am this close. I'm pointing my fingers in the camera. You can't see it this close. You can also get their Chigger Astro Train. I think it's the worst Astro Train made, but it's only 70 bucks. DX9 Gewalt Blitzwing, 80 bucks. It is solid as a rock. A little too chunky for my liking, but it is solid, very well made. Little bit on the probably 12-15% stylized, but it's very, very solid. You get the Henry there. You can pre-order their DX9 Galvatron, $1 down, and then we're waiting for their Prowl. So much stuff. We'll call it Week of DX9 at Shozi Store. And I'm not joking. I crack a lot of jokes, but right now I'm not joking. I want to say, honestly, thank you to everybody that puts in the TH and support your viewer on the main page. Shozi, when you go to buy stuff and you save yourself hundreds, if not thousands of dollars buying your stuff at Shozi Store. And now that the shipping charge, that was the tariff charge, has been reduced to like $1.36 to $6 at most for most items, then it is still most affordable on the planet. And I've pre-ordered all of these from Shozi Store for Fans Toys. They are 30 down. I put my 30 down on each one of them. I look forward to them. Whenever they show up, they'll be $30 cheaper. And I'm very excited. I do want to put this out there because these usually sell out pretty quick. Just to let you know. Alright, so getting into some of the fun news here. We have got some pictures from someone on TFW 2005 boards, message boards there, that goes by Little Dutch. These are great pictures. How did you get it so fast? I don't know. The Fans Toys, Minosaur. I mean, you got this fast. It only took 5 years and 1 week. And it's going to take me 5 years and 3 weeks to get mine. But they're saying this is getting released in August. This is what the word out. Someone in my comments told me. I have not gotten my billing request yet, my payment request. So That's where I'm at on it, but I'm very excited for it. Even though I have 2 other Masterpiece ones, I just think it'll be the best in the end. And at the end of the day, it will win the Minosaur War. It better. If you're last, you better be best. And if you're first, well, you usually sell because you're first. But if you're the cheapest, you sell because you're cheapest. But if you're the most expensive and you've taken 5.5 years, then you better be the best. And that's what people are counting on. Fans Toys has a video, not Fans Toys, X-Transpots. You know, the other Fans Toys. Fans Toys number 2, X-Transpots. Got a video showcasing their MX-44 Gravedigger out there. So, I mean, that's probably coming soon. Still pretty exciting that they've got this in the works. I still don't like the legs on it. I never liked tread legs, and I like how Fans Toys did the legs better. Now, it's going to spark argument, discussion, all that kind of stuff. Doesn't really matter because this is still my bot set for sure. Because I've got 2 sets of X-Transbots, the toy and the standard cartoon. Still kind of exciting to see some movement going on right here. Really, I mean, it's a fun journey, but I want to be at the end of the journey where these are combined. That's my ultimate goal. The end in mind is combined for these figures, but X-Transbot's going to be a bot mode. And I got to admit, I mean, I'm not disappointed in any of these. I'm not disappointed with any of the Fans Toys, and I'm not disappointed with any of the X-Transbots. This past week has been a week for Masterpiece news. There's a lot of regurgitated TFCon stuff that's just like reposts and stuff. And I just don't think that that's interesting enough to continue talking about, other than pre-orders and what's up at Show Z and all that kind of stuff. I do believe this week for Masterpiece is the week of DX9. Just pre-orders, items that are in stock, things you can buy. And I am seriously tempted in going in on a G2 DX9. I'm thinking about it. Anyway, getting into this here, transparent version of the Yellow Park AMK Pro Series, or just the AMK series in general, and this was going to be on their site. There is very limited, and I look forward to it. I think I'm going to get this one. I missed out on the Megatron, and I think they're going for like $100 now on eBay or something, but this one makes more sense. The Megatron was the transforming Megatron. That's cool. I bet they do that one again and make it look a little bit more like it's, I don't know. Maybe they don't. Who knows? But this makes sense because Ghost Starscream was a big thing for a while there in series. So that makes a lot of sense. Clear. Starscream looks amazing. Looks awesome. I think I'm in on it. I haven't checked out the price yet on it though. But the last one, I mean, you're looking at 60 plus, probably like 20 shipping is what my last thing was. So like 70, 40, 60... $80. Yeah, I think it'd be like $80. Alright, so upgrade kit DNA Designs DK67 Monster King upgrade kits. You know, I don't talk about a lot of upgrade kits because it would just be Upgrade Sunday. Just 55 upgrade kits. That's not what I want to do. But I think this is big enough. So Godzilla didn't come out as Godzilla enough for people. And I just want to show you the parts I think make the biggest difference. I mean, I don't know what they were thinking to not include this in the first place, but it's like Godzilla's just a dinosaur. Doesn't have any spikes on the back. Weird. But there's all kinds of stuff. You know, breathing some fire and stuff like that. Way more parts and pieces to it. So if you're in on this set, which I'm not, I'm not really into Godzilla at all. I have one Godzilla, and that's all I ever need. It's a NECA. But this is a cool concept. And, you know, I can appreciate it from afar. But this, I think, is necessary if you have this. I mean, sound off down below if you think this is absolutely necessary for this figure. Because I think so. Now, this is Hasbro Hong Kong exclusive Studio Series Commander Battle Damage G1 Optimus Prime official images. So, I mean, I'm jumping into this because I just reviewed a $55, or is it $65, somewhere around there, knockoff of this figure, and it had the chest with the comic look to it. It had a ton of accessories, lots of improvements, and then, like, in the same week that I received the figure, and like 2 days later I reviewed the figure, and then now this is popping up. And in fact, it might even be the same day. The 19th, no, it just came out today. this information, but this figure looks so much like the knockoff. They're copying the knockoff's improvements, and there's also a battle damaged something or another, and they don't even copy as much as the knockoff did on that one. But this is, it's funny, it's impressive, but this one here is going to cost a lot of money. So it's limited to 40 units. It's availability exclusively at Hasbro's Fans Expo booth during the Animation Comic Game Hong Kong on the 25th of July through the 29th. I mean, that's their Sdcc, right? I mean, right? It's pretty much what's going on there. All copies are numbered in the packaging with the silver matrix sticker. Attendees can get this toy by spending 5,000 Hong Kong dollars, which is 637 US dollars, and Hasbro products at their booth, and I guess you just get it as an add-on. Very hard to find, an expensive item for sure. See the official images, and they knocked off the knockoff. I'm just saying. So you're gonna probably need a little context for why I get excited about Computron, because as a kid I didn't really care so much about Computron, but I think I had every component to build it, and I did. And it was second fiddle to Superion. Superion is by far my favorite combiner of all combiners. Devastator is important, but Superion is my favorite. But a lot of aesthetic cues are shared with Computron. And so as I have done my adult collecting, Computron means a lot to me and is very underrepresented. And to the point that I care about Computron, but you know, they made a Warbitron one. I did not like it, and I said no. Like, when you like something so much, you're like, no, you know, I love it, but I'm not going to settle for the Warbitron. And I'm not going to settle for these other ones. And now this is Legends, and I think Bingo Toys is going to do great. I think that Fans Toys is going to do great. And I think as long as I can swing it financially, I'm in on all of them. Legends scale version looks fan-freaking-tastic. And yes, another Shozy plug, I guess, shameless of me, but I just paid for mine. This is a 2-pack, and you know, I was wanting to clarify that. And you get both these in the 2-pack, and I think it was like 70 or 79 or something like that for 2 Legends figures to build this combiner. It looks fantastic, phenomenal. I'm very excited for it. The all modes are a bit on the stylized side. Even the combine mode is a bit stylized, and that's one of those things that in my mind I've always kind of thought of this as a stylized combiner. Even in G1, I was like, you know, it doesn't conform to any real world vehicle. It doesn't conform to anything in my mind other than if it meets it close enough, you know, 80% there, I'm happy with it. And that's where this set is for me. So I've officially been in on this, the Bingo Toys Masterpiece and the Fans Toys Masterpiece. I'm A-okay with all of them. And I can't wait to get this and do my review. I would really have a couple of secrets I might spill when I get the review, but maybe they're not really secrets. But anyhow, I'm thinking of some stuff on this when I get this to review it. How quickly can we get it built? That's my goal. I mean, this Legends should be wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. It's built. It shouldn't take forever. So I'm looking forward to it, and it looks good. Take the time you need to make it right. All right, here's a picture coming from Weibo, and if I could pronounce it, I would. But here we go with Devastator almost built, and we've got Superion, and okay, so this is a discussion that should be had. This is a news channel, news video, I mean, and Superion can be built with literally you just buy the commander and you built it, right? Then you got to add on the other figures to fill it out all the way. But I still like how it looks. I like what they've done. I think this is better than Combiner Wars. It's 25% better than Combiner Wars. I like numbers. You can't argue with numbers, right? And then the Devastator looks good. People have argued that it's not perfect, and it's nowhere near as good as a Fans Toys or an X-Transbots or whatever, but it's a third of the price or a quarter of the price or something. But I still think it's good for what it is. And the reality is that in a world that you are building a bunch of combiners and a display, you need it to scale properly. The one they made in the Titan class was too big to scale properly with the rest of the figures, so it was a fail for mainline, but it was okay for a lot of uses in practical application for Masterpiece scale. So if you still want a Masterpiece one, you could probably chase down a cheaper version, the cheaper Legacy one if you want, and use it for Masterpiece. Cheaper than anything Masterpiece that's out there, but still. This stuff's almost done. I'm in on all of this stuff, and it's shipping. My BBTS is shipping. I'm approaching 3 months. I'm like 5 days away. I have to ship it or else. But these are awesome. Literally almost all that I'm in on with Hasbro Transformers are their combiners. All right, now for some Blockies. All right, now I understand why it's not Blockies. It's officially called Blockies because you build them. Okay, I didn't get that. I didn't own any. I have some to review, but I'm waiting for something to pop up. Anyway, there's a picture of this. They call it Shining Version O2 Transformer Model Kits being via finger made for the Blockies. And, I mean, are these new? I guess these are new. I am so out of touch with Blockies, even though I have, I guess, what amounts to like 30 of them. Now on to more Blockies, new Blockies. So courtesy of a friend's site, Robot Kingdom, they have listings for new Blockies. Version 4 Tyrant's Fury, Grimlock, Hot Rod, Scourge/Sweep, Blitzwing, Rumble Blue. So that's a fact, Jack. Rumble Blue. Just let that sink in. Shockwave, Hound, Shattered Glass Megatron, Starscream Alt Mode, Wheeljack Alt Mode, Rodimus Prime Alt Mode, Brawl Alt Mode, Blockies Galaxy version 8. 8? 1 Shell Fall, Optimus Prime, Rodimus Prime, Shrapnel, Sludge Dino Mode, Unicron Head, Sharkticon Gnaw, Metroplex, Nas and Robot Mode, Metroplex, Sludge, and Blitzwing. Then there's a movie Jet Optimus Prime, and then a movie 8 Transformers 1 Megatronus Prime. Updates from TFW. The reason I talk about stuff that, like, my main base of viewers are interested in Masterpiece Transformers. And then there's the Legends collectors, and then I really don't think too many people tune in for Hasbro stuff. And very few tune in for the Blockies. But if you are not interested in Blockies at all, you'll be interested in, I guarantee you this, you'll be interested in this. This is a version of a Galaxy version Unicron head. It's clear. It looks awesome. You can put it up there with any of your... If you have the Armada Unicron, if you have HasLab, like I do, or if you have Zeta, like I do, if you have Zero One Studios. So I have Zetas. But Zero One Studio, same thing. But it's awesome, and it's clear. It's cool. I don't know how much it is. How are you going to get it? It's pretty interesting. I want that. For all you Hasbros out there, I got to say that I'm actually impressed with what Hasbro's been doing, but the only reason I'm not collecting extensively Hasbro stuff is because you can't collect 4 lines of Transformers and stay married. So this is Braun getting a retro version. I don't think this one's an all-new mold. I think they just reused a lot of the last mold. That's my thoughts, my belief. Still looks really good, though. I mean, it looks good. I'm going to have trouble not buying it just because of the packaging. And because, well, the last Braun, though, it was hard to get at first. Then it was everywhere for a while. But I never saw it at Ross, Ollie's. And, that's kind of a way to kind of judge the popularity of something. That it's so popular that there's none left. Like, collectors don't let it hit Ollie's and Ross. Now, this is an all-new mold, which is fantastic because of the fact that the last one I bought was actually $10 back in the day when they were making them smaller. This is going to be bigger. than those $10 Combiner War ones that they were making, and better, and in retro packaging. And I mean, they're doing it right. I think all this stuff is Walmart. Like, it's all Walmart stuff. Still pretty awesome that they're making it, and it looks good. They're bigger than what was done in the past. They look great. They're doing a great job with it. So this is like the third G1 Sea Spray they've made in a row. I mean, you know, in a 10-year period. Are you tired of me singing praises for Hasbro? Well, then you're in luck, because I'm not singing praises on this thing. This is the absolute worst looking Cosmos I've ever seen made in my life. It's the Transformers EarthSpark Deluxe Cosmos stock images. It looks terrible, but probably real easy to transform, though. I mean, hey, Hip Hop Hooray, it's easy to transform. It looks like trash. It's terrible. I mean, it doesn't even capture the... Maybe they changed the animation, and it looks like that in the animation, but it is terrible. I mean, come on. This is horrible. And the last couple iterations they made, it was like a crowning achievement of a Hasbro collector to get their hands on the last version that they made for like Studio Series or whatever they call it, Earthrise or whichever one it was. The Speedia 500 at Walmart. But this is a disgrace. It's for the children. Here we go with Age of the Primes, Leader Onyx Prime, in-hand images, next to a couple of these other dudes over here that are like Megatron ripoffs and stuff. But here it goes. That looks kind of cool, actually. It's interesting. None of these in this picture are for me, but people that have been picking these up love them. I got a friend that likes them too. He's got one, he loves it. So, I mean, it is what it is. But I think this one, Onyx, looks the coolest. It's got a kind of a cool color scheme to it, different. They all have a bit of an interesting color scheme in all that, but at the end of the day, yeah, I'm not in on any of this stuff. The 13 Primes thing is interesting. If you want to go down that rabbit hole, it seems like a lot of fun, though. Alright, so, got to talk about this. Sdcc exclusive bootleg Micro Mice. Yes, all four of you out there are getting a lot of Biker Mice love, but here's the deal. This thing's going to cost $100, and it's like a Fans Con badge that was put out or something, is what they're wearing. I don't even understand it. I don't understand why it's $100. They're only making 100 of them, so it's a throttle in a cosplay variant. I'm not spending 100 on this, so I'll do without it. And it's funny that the same company that's like, yeah, we're gonna make 100 of these, charge you $100, is the same company that is like, oh, but our figures at Walmart, Wave 1 is $8. Now, some places say they got them down to $5. I went ahead and got me an extra set when it was $8. And I got an extra set of bikes when they went to $27.97 or something at Walmart. And it's funny because they showed up at my Walmart. So original price of figures were $39 or $36, something around there. I bought a set and I was happy. I reviewed them and all that kind of stuff. Then they showed up at Walmart for $39.99. The very next day, marked down to $20 or something along those lines. Maybe they were 30 and then marked to 20. The bikes were 40, marked to $27.97. Then they sat like that for like 3 months, and then all of a sudden, boom, bikes are all gone, figures are $8, and it's kind of like 2 or 3 days of $8. I got another set, and then all gone. What really irks me is there are hundreds of people that think they're going to flip these on eBay for a ridiculous price. Like, they're $8 at Walmarts everywhere, and everyone in the world's going to pay you the $40 for them. I mean, these are some amateur flippers populating eBay these days. I don't know what's up, but none of that stuff is selling. Alright, so the Mutant module showing up at Target. I did not know it was a Target exclusive. I did not know it was showing up yet. This early. This is awesome. And, I mean, it's a double-edged sword. Now, this guy is Dave, over on YouTube channel of Diamond Dave Digs. And he did a comparison of The boxes, they're very close. They look good. And original to vintage, and I gotta say, it's really close. And it's scary close. I don't think any parts can pop off and plug in to the vintage one. But some of his side-by-sides, they switch sides a little bit. So I'm going to get into this, try to keep it straight on what's what. I think the one on the left is the new one, and the one on the right is the vintage one. And you can tell by the colorations of the plastic, the clear plastic is a little darker on the new one, on the old one, and the new one is like perfectly transparent. So it's really important. But side by side, very close. I would say 5% smaller. He does say it's smaller, and he says it's way lighter, way lighter. One of the major differences I noticed were there's two right here. The color of the engines on the one on the left is the new one. It's kind of like opaque, and it's lighter. And then you got a darker yet clear on the original, which I do like better. The original does look better. The hoses are thicker, which is a good thing, by the way. I think that's an improvement. But the hoses are thicker than on the vintage, so I don't think there's swappability there, which is a good thing too. So you're not screwing over vintage collectors like me who spent $200 on one, and yes, I have a second. It's crazy. The gun is thicker and shorter on the barrel, and so that's another change, an iteration change, and different. So they made it different enough, and I like that. I respect that. I appreciate that. The coloration of the, I don't know what you call these platforms that protrude above the wheel treads, but it's like a light gray on the new one, and on the right's the old one. The old one has a silverish color. So those are the major differences that he pointed out that I noticed, and with that I was very thankful to Diamond Dave for pointing that out. Still nowhere in there did he say how much he paid for them. I think they're $50 each. I don't know, but I'll be checking my targets. I'm looking forward to this. Alright, so this is the Cold Slither one that I got a picture of and I saw. I want this one. Comes with Super 7, Reaction Plus, minus O-Ring, whatever, and then it comes with a record. But people are telling me the $100 one is this one. So I don't even know where to get the first picture. This is going to be like, I believe this is Walmart now. This is still very confusing. Looks like the same figure and color, but you get like a disc and a different packaging and all that stuff. And that's the $100 one. So I don't really know. When Sdcc hits, I mean, it'll hit hard, and we will know. But so much stuff leading up to Sdcc. Now, getting into G.I. Joe, the classified Cold Slither set's going to be $125. I did make a whole video about this. There's a lot of reveals, a lot of things to talk about. So I've already made a video talking about it. So that's not an issue. Go watch the other video, and you'll enjoy it, I'm sure. But with this, I'm in on this in like Flynn, Thursday, 11 a.m. Central. If you live in a different time zone, compute that. But I'm a premium member, and I'll be there trying to get to. I might fail. I failed at something before. 7 classified somethings before. For all 127 of you that informed me that $55 is way too much for Copper Kid, you're right. Because Copper Kid is now up for reissue for $65. So he was, people spoke with their wallet, didn't buy it, and it sold out, the cartoon one. The problem here lies in the fact that those of you who have everything in cartoon and not Vac Metal probably don't want to stick a Vac Metal one in your collection with cartoon. It would stand out. So it's good to have this if you're Toon and keeping with Toon, and you're in tune with this Copper Kid at $65 now, $10 more. Scares the ever-living daylights out of me how much the Vac Metal one's going to be. I mean, numbers don't make sense. Math No longer maths. If this is $75, I'm not going to buy 3, I'm going to buy 1. I mean, it's ridiculous if it's that expensive. It should be $65 for the back metal one also, but, I mean, math, no longer maths in 2025. Very frustrating. Who remembers the free Astral Planes Lion-O that was going to come for free with your $700 Cat Slayer, but not enough people bought it. And I don't know if they counted the 1,000 or so that BBTS bought. I don't know. But with that, we were screwed out of this figure. And then now it's up for a Walmart Collector Con, I believe is where it's coming from. Man, I want this. I'm going to get it for the Sdcc kind of thing. It will be available July 24th at 10 a.m. Eastern. So, good luck to me and you. I think it looks amazing in clear. But I passed on the clear version of Mumra. Is it Mumra? Mumra. Yeah, Mumra. But I kind of want this. So I don't usually talk about 1/6 scale, $255 figures, but Mondo is making this 1/6 scale version of Rogue, and it looks fantastic. I mean, absolutely fantastic. Something to have to do with San Diego Comic-Con, X-Men 97, Savage Land Rogue. Looks amazing. I don't dig the 12-inch scale, but this looks fantastic. If they made it smaller into the, 1/12 or 6-inch scale, 7-inch scale, I'd probably be closer to in on it, but it looks fantastic. And if you want to get it, it ships in March, but I think you got to jump on buying it pretty soon. Alright, so this is the first true real tariff charge I have paid. Now, I paid the additional shipping on 4 or 5 items at Show Z, which is a few bucks, not a big deal. But $19 hit me in the pocket. It is what it is. I almost didn't buy it, but I kind of want the ghosts. And the other alternative, you can get just Winston if you go to BBTS and pre-order just Winston. And I did that with Egon. I missed out on whoever else that ghost was that was with him. You still get a small version of the ghost that's getting sucked into the trap if you don't get the big ghost. But I think the ghosts are where the A, money's at, but B, where the fun's at. And yeah, I mean, let's have some of this. This closed though. 17th was the last day to get this set. Now you got to go to BBTS just to get Winston or nothing. So some of these figures, these characters, T-Hawk, I don't remember playing T-Hawk in the game, but I know of the character. Some of the other characters in Street Fighter I've never heard of before or seen or played, but I don't know why, but T-Hawk is very memorable in my head. The name doesn't come to my memory right away, but this is going to be a Storm Collectibles $109 or $120 dollar figure, and it's still coming. We are going to get a Jada version, which would be like the $30 price point. That's coming too. I do think that Storm Collectibles is so far in every way, shape, and form superior to Jada, but the price is triple superior to Jada's price. So I mean, you got to keep that. I mean, everything is relative when it comes to that. I might buy it on this. I don't know. If they have it at Gunamit, I might pick it up. Still no pre-orders up yet. It's just like, this is an update because we'll eventually give you another update and then another update, and then you can pre-order it. And then, next year, 2026, 2027, you can buy it. All right, again, I'm talking about McFarlane for you guys. I'm not buying any of this. I've seen Hawk Girl, which I've heard like 30 people say the word Hawk Girl, and I thought they said Hot Girl, and it's Hawk Girl. And then I have to look over and I go, where's Hot Girl at? No, it's Hawk Girl. I saw her at a Walmart, but it's just 25 or 35 bucks or something. Ridiculous pricing. I mean, Todd's lost his mind this year. I'm just saying. So he's keeping me at, arm's length, 10-foot pole from this stuff, but I'll talk about it. Okay. So we've got Sdcc Collector Edition Beast Boy. McFarlane Toys will have shirts at Sdcc. We have Sdcc Red Kingdom comes Superman, GITD Raiden, and Sub-Zero. Hey, I might buy... Video's getting too long. Gold Rush Batman, Dark Stars, Dark Archer, and Doomslayer Atlan. Pre-order coming in July. Peacemaker with Eagerly coming in July. So, I mean, you got some Amazon and Walmart exclusives for Dark Star, Dark Archer. A lot of this stuff's going to be in the McFarlane booth. But, lots of stuff, a lot of moving parts. I just got to say, I mean, I really think he kind of crapped the bed with what's going on with the Superpowers line. And it's not cohesive. It is not fun to collect. It should have been fun, enjoyable. It was fun the first wave. After that, it sucked. I actually went through and systematically canceled everything McFarlane this past week just because I'm just kind of fed up with it's too hard to collect. Alright, so somebody got their hands on this at Toy Arc. The Turtles of Grayskull Skella Shredder and Mattel's San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. This will mark the end of the Turtles of Grayskull line, which I have to say I should have never started. My heart wasn't in it. My wallet was not in on spending $500 on this stuff, you know, if you add it all up. And at the end of the day, I should have put that money towards the MOTU Thundercats, which I would have liked more. I think I need to be in that, but it's too expensive. I don't know. So, do I finish this line? Do I not? I don't know. But this line, a lot of the stuff I passed on is showing up at Ross. And so I'm happy about that. This will not show up at Ross, so you better get it if you want it. Thursday, July 24th at noon. Thursday's a busy day for Sdcc. Well, I guess I failed to talk about this when I was talking about the other Super 7 Ultimate stuff. Don't worry, it's not the only thing I'll ever fail at in life. This is the Thunder Tank toy version. It is $500. The previous one was $450, and I forgot because I had to pay tax on it, so it was $500 for mine when I got mine. So I can't keep calling that one $500. So this is $450 plus tax and maybe shipping somewhere. Amazon exclusive. I'm passing on this. You get a new pinless version of Panthro for free with your $500 purchase of the Thunder Tank. I do prefer this to the first one they put out, but, you know, I've already wasted too much money on the first one. I saw it go for $300. My guess is if this goes to $300, I might bite. Everything like this that hits Amazon goes on sale eventually. I might bite. But passing for now. But I know there's a huge group, small group of people that want everything toy version. I understand that 100%. I would have rather had this than the one I got. But, you know, we live in a world where things aren't fair. Yes, I'm turtled out, but Tmnt The Last Ronin Ultimate Moja Odin Uno Yi figures are coming out, I guess. Is that what's going on here? You can get a bundle exclusive from the next store. I don't know if it comes with something extra. BBTS Entertainment Earth or the Chosen Prime Toy Geek, which is Toy Geek is TF Source, for those of you in the know. I'm not in on this. I don't know the lore. I don't care. But if this seems to be the current trend, the popularity, or it's literally just them trying to figure out how they can just keep this going as long as they can. So while we're on this topic here, this is a fun time to show some clearances at Walmart. This is Shredder in this whole style, and I was like, ooh, I want to grab one of those for $15. Guess what? I put it back, I took the picture, and forgot to buy one. The funny, maybe they'll be there tomorrow, maybe they won't. I mean, it won't in my life. I got the one I wanted from Target, and so I'm way beyond satisfied from that Target one. So then we got Beetlegeuse. This figure here is $20. My son said, don't buy it. He was holding it open for the picture for me, by the way. Thanks, J-Man. Then we've got... Now, this is another picture. Super 7 has seemed to back off and cancel this whole Dungeons & Dragons line, which is phenomenal. Their Dungeons & Dragons figures are phenomenal. But maybe they could do reaction. Some dude customized these. I don't know. I wanted to type his name in, but when you take a screen grab, it doesn't give you an option to put the name in, and I can't find it again. But anyway, some guy made these, and it's amazing, absolutely amazing. This is something they should do. I mean, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40. It'd be like 140 at $20 each, but do these. Do these in O-ring. Wow. You got the license. Do it. Do it! I gotta say, the people collecting these 2.5-inch smaller Simpsons are the real winners in all this. This is the Jax Simpsons 2.5-inch Krusty the Clown Show multi-pack. They get it all. Like, the bigger ones are the ones I chose to collect for $13 each, which is great price, but hard to find. And like after the first wave or two, it's like you got to drive over the whole state to find stuff. It's hard to get. But these seem to be pretty easy and abundant, and new stuff is constantly in the pipeline. A lot of fun. And you get a car. You get vehicles. You get the living room playset. With the other ones you get, well, technically right now, Jack Squad. Alright, so Ashley Wilbanks is a guy who made a video about the Spin Master Superman figures. I gotta say, maybe I'm looking at Spin Masters all wrong, but they did this right. These look great. When I come across these in person, I'm buying them. $10 each, maybe $11 each, whatever. They look fantastic. This is sorely needed in the collecting universe. The collecting sphere. Superman is hot. Hot, hot right now. That's all I'm going to say. Getting to the Master of the Universe, this is the new Eternia Cobra Khan. And yeah, it's cool. It's interesting. I guess you got to add the Cobra head fins on when you take it out of the package. But looks pretty interesting. We've also got a little other stuff for MOTU. Staying with the Masterverse scale, we have Attila and a Hordak. Now, I gotta say about this, the Attila looks amazing, fantastic, but I'm kind of frustrated because I had to chase down the last Attila they made, and now this is better, and that frustrates collectors. But this looks amazing, probably the best one. The only one that still is superior to this, and I'll say it, is the Super 7 Ultimates one. The Matty Collector one was good. Super 7 Ultimates nailed it. And this is still like really close to that good. But very nice. I'll buy both these. I'm a sucker. Hey guys, what's new with Star Wars? This is the new epic world of action. Force Masters back. A new epic world of action multi-pack is surfaced via In-Demand Toys. Features Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker, Ahsoka, and Obi-Wan Kenobi. Ghost, Force, Yoda. Apart from the new Obi-Wan, all the other figures are simple redecos. Amazing redecos of Power of the Force, lightsabers, and Force effects. Fantastic set. I mean, this is the new... is that what I'm supposed to do? Hold on a second. Let me take notes. That is what you should do as a... Don't have a personality. Don't actually share your thoughts. And, yeah, that's how you work. Anyhow, this is what's out. I mean, this is the new news. It kind of sucks, but it is the new news. It's for the children, lower price point. I'm okay with that. This is the Dark Trooper. I'm just going to put this here and leave it. I got a really nice Dark Trooper. Well, 5 of them. $3 each at a Walmart. And I was like, wow. And then no other Walmart had them for $3. I got lucky. That one, Nothing's gonna top that. It's a vintage collection one, closed box nonsense. But yeah, this is nothing near as cool, even though it is interesting. Tonight, breaking news, affiliate news: 2 TVC case assortment waves processing at Entertainment Earth. This is your top news for Star Wars. And there's probably some secrets, some stuff for Sdcc, but WoW is a brand deader than dead if this is the top story of the week. Hey, look at the bright side. If you collect Black Series, you literally are buying stuff at pennies on the dollar. There's thousands of collectors dumping Black Series right now, and you can make out like a bandit. You literally steal them from them. They might even pay you $20 to take their collection away. But what else is going on this week that you think is really awesome? Because I want to know. I want to stay in the know. And I have to admit, half of what I find out is from you guys. So put it in the comments, like, subscribe, and Titanium Hanger out.